So the upcoming documentary film, A House Is Not a Disco, takes place in one of the most iconic communities on Fire Island, the Pines. Take a look.
I can't get over how narrow the beach is. That's just appalling to me.
I've been to probably 5 or 6 of them, but it's not my thing. I'm not a partaker of the substance other than alcohol, and I like to just go out and dance, but the music seems to be so catered now to just the thump, 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 thump. Give me some Whitney, baby. You know, I want lyrics, I want so I like go to Low T because they have songs with words.
I love him. Yeah, I'm with him. I'm like, I don't know what to do when I hear the thump thump. Anyway, that's just a peek before the film makes its debut at the prestigious South by Southwest Festival. And joining us this morning is director Brian J. Smith. Good to see you again. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you very much.
So let's talk about this directorial debut. Congratulations, right? Why'd you decide to tackle Fire Island, of all places?
Well, it's a place that's been really special to me as a gay man. It's kind of, I feel like in a way like where I learned how to be gay. And I've heard a lot of people say that about that place, and I thought, well, there's something special here. It's such an interesting community. Let's see if we can get some cameras out there, try to capture the magic, and that's, you know, hopefully we're getting close.
Yeah.
The title, though, what is the title?
So the title comes from a poster that was put out like in the 1970s out there when the community was going through a really big change. It was going from a mostly straight community into a mostly gay community, and the straight people were kind of like, there's too much partying, there's too much happening here, like we can't sleep at night, so they put these posters up that said, a house is not a disco, please respect your neighbors. And it kind of became a catchphrase out there. It kind of became something that they used and would put on T-shirts and have like a house is not a disco parties, things like that. So yeah.
So what was your intent in kind of focusing in on Fire Island, specifically the Pines? Because there's different areas, right?
Yeah, Fire Island, and although that whole Barrier Island region out there is actually a sort of a cascading series of different kinds of communities.
Right.
The Pines really became sort of a gay enclave because of Cherry Grove, which was like the original queer enclave out there. It's where people went to get away from the straight world and could go and be themselves. And then the Pines sort of was a sort of natural offshoot.
Okay.
It's such a beautiful place.
It's gorgeous too.
No cars are allowed there.
Yeah.
No cars. Yeah, no cars.
It really is an escape.
Yeah.
So you're so used to being on the other side of the camera.
Yeah.
Your first time directing. What was that like for you?
So much fun.
Yeah?
I mean, it's kind of like what you guys do. You know, you sit and you talk to people and you try to make them feel comfortable. And I really enjoyed doing that. I felt very much like myself. I felt like in a way that I hadn't in a long time. And people had a really great time making the film with us, and I hope I get to do another one. It was awesome.
Well, I love the guy that we just showed.
Yeah, what a character he is.
Skyler Hook. His name is Skyler Hook, and he's he goes out there all the time, and he's kind of famous for these massive exhibitions where he takes plastic flamingos and dresses them up in like Broadway shows, or sometimes there's political themes, but it's just like one example of the sort of like quirkiness of the place, and that's what we try to focus on.
But does he have a point though about the music?
Listen, I'm a big techno fan.
Okay.
I personally like the,
Yeah.
I'm okay without a lyric.
Okay.
I can be without a lyric and not panic.
Yeah.
But I understand. I understand the struggle.
Right.
So besides directing, what are you up to now?
Well, we just got done with the strike. That's been an interesting thing, and I'm recovering from a knee surgery I had.
Oh my gosh.
Where I tore my meniscus, so I'm slowly getting back into
dancing.
action.
You're not doing any
dancing. Yeah, there will not be dancing for another 6 months at least.
Okay.
So hopefully, once I get my knee back in shape, I can get back up in front of the camera.
Yeah. And when will people be able to see this documentary?
That's the $1 million question.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at that point right now. We're trying to sell the film. I think this would be great on a Netflix or an Amazon or a Hulu. It's uplifting. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a great message from our community to the world about what an amazing, supportive community this is, and I want the world to see it.
I think it's important because there was that comedy that came out recently about Fire Island. I'm going to forget the name of it now.
Yes, yeah. I think it was called Fire Island.
Oh,
yeah.
right,
yeah.
Original.
Very original.
Yeah. And now you have the history and story of the actual island.
it.
So good stuff, Brian. Congratulations on the new role too, directorial debut.
Thank you guys so much.